Electricity and Energy Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa has identified a concerning pattern at some Eskom power stations that needs urgent attention. The minister has now set his sight on locating the issue at the center of the recent rolling blackouts. He's confident that once addressed, the country will remain firmly on the road to achieve prolonged power supply. Ramokgopa says he wants answers as the cause is not technical.
We know that we've got both the capacity and the faculties to resolve this question, this problem that is confronted. We are confronted with, and I'm confident we'll do that. But now we are going through very turbulent waters, adverse headwinds. I can tell you a significant number of these, nothing to do with the technical issues. The issues as Matimba and Letao. And then we have a second bite, Majuba and Camden. And then we come to Koeberg and then Kusile. I want to argue those are not issues of a technical nature.
Eskom has a generation recovery plan in place that has seen heightened maintenance at some power stations, which the power utilities CEO Dan Marokane says is necessary with winter fast approaching. He says since Friday, some units have come back online.
Since then, we've returned 3,200 megawatts by this morning. So quite a number of units came back, including those two Kusile units were back by last night at 10 p.m. And this morning, further units came through to give us that reduction in the unplanned losses. We're now sitting at about 4,500. Tomorrow we expect some 750 megawatts of capacity to come back, and the remaining 2,800 by Monday morning. This will include the return on Koeberg Unit 2 that's been on breakdown since last week Sunday.
As the minister seeks accountability, the board's chairperson Mteto Nyati says they too are concerned about the regression picked up at some power stations. The board will now activate the work of the Business Operation Performance Committee to look at the incidents and report back.
We've got a committee of the board called the Business Operation Performance Committee, led largely by engineers, and also we've got a number of accountants in that committee. It is the committee that is going to be helping us to look at all of these incidences and start to look at the patterns and get to the root of what are the systemic issues. What are the systemic issues that we are facing right now? And those systemic issues will typically be in the areas of process, of systems, and most importantly, around people.
Eskom will also be looking to the budget on March 12th for relief which will help stabilize their operations.
Our program has been a 3-year debt relief program. 2 years of it have gone through. We are going into the last year. We know that government budget processing has been really a process of give and take, of balancing other needs. We are anxious to get a sense that gives certainty around how we'll deal with the last year of our debt relief program within what government can afford. As figure was 254 billion at the beginning of this 3-year cycle. We're now entering a phase where we need to be talking around, on the numbers that deals with the last tranche of about 70 billion rands or so. How and what format and over what time the state, the fiscus is able to support this. So we'll hear from the minister when he delivers the budget. Yeah.
The power utilities has measures to help protect its facilities and network against the adverse weather conditions are continuing. Eskom will announce the winter plan at the end of March going into April, with units at Kusile expected to also be synchronized in time ahead of the winter peak. Maintenance will also remain heightened at some of these power stations in a bid to bring load shedding to an end. The minister will in the meantime be embarking on this accountability tour in the coming week. Katlego, Legodi, SABC News in Pretoria.